Hi CHS 2020, I'm Judy Manning Mason. I recently found out that some of my former CHS classmates from 1970 were putting together this video just for you. When I heard this, I knew I had to get involved. When you were all freshmen, I was still working at CHS for then Principal Elizabeth Aaron. I met many of you when you came to my office on Freshman Orientation Day in September of 2016. You were wide-eyed with anticipation and anxious to start your high school journey. I helped many of you navigate our very large building. Some of you even chose to work for me in the office during your study period. As I met your freshman class and so many others before you, I looked forward along with parents and family, teachers and staff, to the day when I would witness you receiving your well-earned CHS diploma. Well, this has been a difficult year for everyone. You could take much satisfaction knowing you worked hard and accomplished so much academically, on the athletic fields, in the arts and music, and more. I wish more than anything you could have experienced the commencement ceremony you so deserved. Remember that while you may think that commencement means the end, it actually means the beginning, and in your case, of a very bright future ahead. You can now proudly say that you are Columbia High School alumni. We are a very special group. Now I hope you take the time and watch this video and listen to the comments from some other members of the class of 1970.
Congratulations, Columbia High School Class of 2020, from the class of 1970. May all that lies ahead challenge and inspire you, and may you always find happiness and love along the way. It's hard to imagine, but in nothing more than the blink of a cosmic eye, you will be as our class is now, planning for your 50th reunion. You have faced many hurdles already. Boy, have you been challenged. You will continue to encounter difficulties, but they will not define you. How you handle them will define you. In the last few months alone, you have seen a complete upheaval of that which you had known, the cancellation of things for which you had so diligently planned and so eagerly sought. No last half of your senior year, no final spring sports season, no prom, no graduation ceremony. You know the list better than we do, but know too that we grieve their cancellations along with you.
Our world is different than it was even 5 months ago. Masks are a daily necessity, not just for Halloween. Video chats have replaced hanging out. The idea of going out for dinner now means eating at the picnic table in your yard, with everyone maintaining at least a 6-foot perimeter. Handshakes and hugs have been replaced by waves from a socially accepted distance. Daily health briefings dominate the news, and concern for the health of loved ones and friends dominate your thoughts. This too shall pass, but reality says that eventually something else will come along and challenge us.
Back in the good old days when we were in your shoes, our challenge was the Vietnam War and the fear of being drafted. We had social unrest in the streets, and riots seemed to be a weekly occurrence. And as written in the history books, we witnessed the assassination of John Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, and Martin Luther King. The point is that we will always have challenges, fears, and disappointments. Our parents, they lived through the Great Depression, World War II, and the polio epidemic. And that was just to name a few, and these nightmares lasted for decades. Common thread of all of these catastrophes throughout history is not so much what was happening to humanity, but rather how humanity persevered. And that's happening today. When we emerge from this crisis, and we will find a different world. Some of these changes we will like, and some we won't. Believe it or not, you are witnessing the birth of your good old days, and you will have stories to tell your children and grandchildren for years. Our significance will not be what happens, but how we emerge as people. And you will be the driving force in that emergence.
Your era stands before you, and with that will be additional challenges, but also some of the most amazing, wonderful, and fascinating things that you can imagine, and most that are, at this moment, beyond anyone's imagination. If you asked any one of us, what would we be doing 50 years beyond graduation, and what experiences and travels and excitement we would have had, none of us could have answered that question to any degree of certainty. The very smartest and brightest of our CHS Class of 70, standing on that graduation stage 50 years ago, would not have come close to predicting the wonders of today. Likewise, the wonders of the next 50 are still beyond even the realm of dreams. So, as our class of 1970 yields to our worthy successors, we wish you health, success, love, and of course, happiness. Remember us to your children. Be proud of your accomplishments, and be excited for the future. Yes, these are difficult times, but there have been difficult times in the past. Perhaps nothing says it better than this: ever onward and ever upward, or our CHS motto, Excelsior. Thank you.